Light tanks will get an important revamp in Update 2.4. A new role system. Changes to lots of vehicles' characteristics. Reworked matchmaking. And a whole host of other improvements will underscore the gameplay of different light tanks and make battles more balanced. Heavy tanks, medium tanks, and tank destroyers in the game are all divided into several roles. But light tanks, apart from wheeled ones, only had one role: versatile. That was despite them differing significantly from one another in terms of capabilities and playstyle. To highlight their variety and help the Matchmaker avoid pitting light tanks designed for different combat tasks against each other, we're introducing 3 separate roles for them starting from Tier 6. The Scout role will go to vehicles better adapted to passively spotting opponents through their concealment and view range, as well as those that scout actively thanks to a low profile and high maneuverability. Support light tanks will include vehicles that use their mobility to quickly move across the map, provide assistance on different routes, and deal damage at the right time. Versatile lights will be ones that can do a little bit of everything: spotting, supporting allies with damage, or finishing off opponents with low HP. Such a substantial overhaul of light tanks' roles called for targeted tweaks to the characteristics of a lot of lights, starting from Tier 6. The majority of vehicles have only received improvements, while others were nerfed in some areas and buffed in others. Field modification will also correspond better to each role. Scouts will get its previous iteration with updated permanent bonuses. For other roles, besides permanent bonuses, dual modifications will change at Tier 7 and 8. This will help bring out the strengths of each vehicle even further. Previously installed modifications that are affected by the changes will be automatically reset with full compensation and credits. We've also increased the level of detail on damage received models for several light tanks, improved the handling of a number of other vehicles, and, in certain cases, adjusted concealment parameters to reflect their actual dimensions. Even so, each light tank will still enjoy variety in its gameplay. Scouts will still be able to cause damage, and support tanks will still be able to spot. And of course, the new role system will affect how the Matchmaker works. After the update's release, the Matchmaker will start considering the new categories of light tanks and aim to balance them by role on both teams. In addition, starting from Tier 7, there will now be no more than 2 light tanks in a single team. Wheeled tanks have been assigned the Scout role, together with tracked ones, but they will still be only matched against other wheeled tanks. The exception is the VCS 6x6. It's classed as a versatile light tank due to its hefty dimensions and lower mobility, which set it apart from other wheeled vehicles. All these changes will make teams more balanced, but at the same time, you'll still have the freedom to choose your tactics, and it will be easier to unlock each vehicle's full potential. If you haven't battled in over 60 days, just log in and grab a whole heap of goodies. Premium and special rental tanks of Tiers 8 and 9. A whole month of World of Tanks premium accounts and lots more.